Hey guys, welcome to Table Talk with Sal, and I'm your host, Sal. And today I have Dear Distance in the fucking studio.
What's up?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hell yeah. Let's introduce Dear Distance, starting from my right.
Yo, what's up? My name is Jose. I sing, yell, and compose music in Dear Distance.
What's up? I'm Erik Ramirez. I play guitar, and that's kind of all I do. Nothing crazy.
So if you guys couldn't tell, these motherfuckers are some rockeros. And if you don't know what that means that they're fucking rockers, right?
Rockers, fool.
That's right. But I would even say that it's not just rock, right?
Right.
I would say screamo.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Most people
100%.
would call it that, yeah.
Nice. So I know that most people don't know what the fuck screamo is. I know that my generation, I would say probably our generation, knows what screamo is because we kind of grew up with kind of like Silverstein, or we grew up with
That's a good name drop.
Yeah, with Green Day. Like, you know, not Green Day is not too much of a screamo band, but it's still like kind of that transitional period of time where like it was really anti-establishment and shit, right?
Yeah, it was very, very underground at the time.
Yeah, so
sure.
I started listening to that music whenever I was like probably in middle school.
I think everybody experiments around middle school.
Right. Isn't it a funny time you're coming kind of like to terms with, I'm trying to find out who the fuck I am, and like, just experiment. I used to try to grow out my hair. My parents said, "You're not going to grow out your hair. What the fuck are you doing, idiot?"
I had long hair at one point, and I looked like a mushroom. So, yeah, no, we've been there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you guys, what was it? What made you guys create Dear Distance?
I guess I would have to answer that.
I mean, for me, I would
you
say...
roll with it first, and then
I would say it's a continuation of something that we had, I mean, years ago coming out of high school. This one band called Compassion, but it's kind of like we left some stuff on the table that should have been either released or said, or, you know, something in that way.
Yeah,
Wait.
like I think capitalizing on that, it's like one of those like, you know, when you're in the moment and things are like not always the best. I think it's one of those things where like when things picked up, we were burnt out and we let go. And then like getting older, like it was almost like we rekindled that. We wanted to like close that chapter, meaning like by saying closing at the same time, it's like a continuation of it. Because we didn't leave satisfied. You know, like there's always like there's the saying of like never being fulfilled. So you're always looking for the next, like, you know, it can be like a high or something, or like, you know, some type of accumulation of wanting to like, you know, like, I don't know, it's like coming to terms with life. You want to be happy.
Yeah. From what I've gathered is that what Erik said is that you guys had a band before.
Yep.
Right.
And that band that closed a chapter in a book, right? Or it closed a book, but that book wasn't finished.
It wasn't finished, and it kind of ended
Abruptly.
Abruptly. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say it was.
Can we talk?
Abrupt.
Can we talk about why it updated? Or is that just like old high school drama bullshit that
No, there was never any drama.
Never drama. It was always,
no one ever wanted to stab anyone. No one was hooked on heroin.
No.
Heroin's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
No, it was more like, realistically, if we're being honest, it was something like where me and him were trying to keep it together.
Right.
But like it was how do I put it? It was like a fucking, you couldn't keep us together because people just came and left on their terms. And we were always the ones that pushed it the hardest, meaning we wanted it more. And
it
for
was
some reason,
big piggyback for us. Just put it that way.
Yeah, we carried it hard, and like the thing was like, what was ignited in our hearts and what we wanted to do just didn't accumulate with the rest of the people, meaning they didn't have the same drive. So what realistically happened, and I think it's safe to say, is our final thing in 2014. Like we played a show, we went into that show knowing our drummer was out. Our bassist was kind of doing other shit and just was like, he was too negative to the idea of what we were doing and trying to fit in, and we were like the complete opposite. We just kind of wanted to do our own thing.
Yeah.
So like when he left, we didn't give a shit. But when our drummer left, it was kind of like our hardest thing was like to maintain a drummer. And then when we could find somebody like
just members.
Age groups just didn't work. It was always someone too young in high school. And the thing was like you can't just drag them out of that because like this lifestyle does take a toll on you.
Right.
Like I mean, like if you play music and you understand the business, it's like you're gonna be broke as fuck. You have to learn to deal with that. You got to learn to deal with emotions, and there's a lot of other shit that comes. Yeah, sacrifice.
That and I think you hit the nail right there.
The sacrifice is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
you can't be selfish.
Like
playing
taking
this
it
kind of
from
music.
me, like I got one kid, and I have another on the way in a few days, and you know it takes a lot to just openly tell my wife like, hey, I got shows, I got this, I got that, I got money that's coming here. You know, there's a lot of things that go into a band that people won't even really realize.
No, I don't think anyone really realizes whenever they want to be successful in, I think anything, what it really fucking takes. And then
everyone sees the gander in it. They're like, oh, it's easy. Like once you get it, it's like, no, dude, now you have to really work.
Yeah.
Bro, there's bands that are still starving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you have to fucking respect those people because those people stick out all the years because they love it. It's not because of the money. We know bands that have been doing it for 10 plus years and like they don't make shit. They make like fast food money, but because they fucking love it, they don't stop.
It's a lifestyle.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I was into music, I would rather make fast food money playing fucking music than working at McDonald's.
That's what I'm trying to capitalize on. All these people have they have these ideals of rockstar lifestyles. Rockstar lifestyles aren't what people think either. They think that there's a lot of money, but it's about the band and the impact you make. If you make the proper impact and you stick around and you put in the work, then your fucking band does do good.
I was about to say that. That's kind of what you get what you put in. Mm-hmm. If you go full force, then you're gonna get what you get.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, dude, definitely, and that goes with practically almost anything that you do in life.
Everything takes sacrifice.
Oh yeah,
everything takes chances. You have to take chances.
I teach my boy, you get what you give. So you know what I mean.
100%.
I live by that.
Yeah, I 110 stand by that, and I'll tell you what, I'm noticing a lot in what I'm doing now in my profession.
Right.
And in tennis. Started playing tennis. And I've been working on my serve. And coach says to have a proper serve, all the professionals use spin. So I've been really working on the brush of the racket swing.
Right.
And I've been probably working on it for like around a week. And I've just been barely able to get that perfect brush and able to get it over the net. It doesn't get over the net every time. But that progress of me putting in that work, of continuously learning how to toss that ball in front of my foot instead of pulling it left. But going to practice every day, having that sacrifice of my free time to give it to the team, the band, so we could grow our individual skills, but grow as a team as well. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem that you guys had. You just didn't have anyone.
We didn't have
dedicated.
team players.
Didn't have a team players.
Yeah, we didn't have team players.
There was solid team players for a while, in and out, but
it was just hard to like get them to stick it.
Yeah,
stick it, like be on the same level of
Yeah, let's talk closer to the mic, boys.
Yeah, that's really what it was. It's just like naturally, like when you're young and I'll give them an example. Getting out of high school and not knowing what the fuck you want to do with your life.
Right.
Being in a band, it's like, okay, well, you can't go to just college and tour. We know that for firsthand. There's a lot of, like, you can't even keep a fucking job. So, like, money for some people means everything. It's everything to certain people. And there's some people like me and this guy. I think because we came from, like, I want to say poor, but, like, we came from a loving home. In that we had enough. Like, we didn't, like, our parents fucked with us enough and took care of us. So, like, we never, like, had to have that, like, oh, I need to make a lot more money. And, like, there's other people where, like, they're like, I don't know if I'm happy. And that's okay. You're allowed to have those emotions.
Nah, fuck that. It's not fucking okay.
No. You can argue that, but, like, I mean, mentally, everyone's different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in this one world society that we're creating right now,
Right.
there's only one mindset, and that's to be happy
Go
and
up.
love and
Yep.
go up.
100%.
Hell yeah! You thought I was gonna go negative with that one?
No, I thought it was
You
going to say
thought I
the
was-
only way is to go up. You
I
got to
was
keep
so
going.
blank on that.
Yeah.
Took you for a journey there.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, where's this
Eric
guy?
got like
Oh,
quiet. He's like,
I'm
wait,
just
is he
in
about
the-
to counter him with some negative shit?
I wasn't going to counter anything. I was
No,
just
no, I
going,
thought him, like, 'cause
I'm just
it got dark
vibing.
for a second.
I am just vibing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Nah, so dear motherfucking distance, boys.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, let me just give you a backstory, team, about how I met Dear Distance, dude. I was Plex was hosting just what were they hosting?
The hangout. That's what they call it.
They call it a hangout. So they
Yeah.
had a hangout, and Dear Distance was playing, and it was screamo. People started making a mosh pit, throwing back fists blindly in the crowd.
That's cool.
I dodged one. I dodged a back knee, but I caught a forehead in the middle of the chest.
A fucking forehead.
And I don't know how he hit me with his forehead when he hit me with the back of his heel. I don't know, but it just felt that way.
My friend, is called magic.
It felt like it was magic whenever you guys were up there.
Thank you. Appreciate
Wow.
And I tell you because prior to going there, I was feeling a little down, dude. I was feeling like, oh man, fuck this. I was just having a bad day.
Right.
And when I went out there, and it was just the release of energy that I had built up, right? Whatever the fuck that was. For me, it was my anger, bro. Right? I was like, oh, I just want to get rid of this, like, because it's a hindrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I can't let it go. Like
Yeah.
the only way I can let stuff like that go is either hit the gym hard as fuck, or do something, or just emotionally drain that
Find
out.
some kind of motivation to get it off your chest.
Right. So
Right.
whenever you guys were out there, whenever you were out there singing your fucking heart out, and I was just fucking banging my head nonstop, dude. My hair was fucking flowing. It was fucking awesome.
Right.
I had to jump into the mosh, and that was the first time that I ever did that. And I felt like, you know how hookers get baptized and they feel born again?
Yeah.
I felt like I felt
It's okay, buddy.
I felt like I was being reborn in a bath of sin.
About the shit.
Yeah, rock and roll. I just kidding. No, it felt good though. It felt like my cherry was popped and I was part of a team. It was part of a cool kids. I think it's cool. I think people that do shit that other people aren't doing are cool. But if you're just following the masses and you don't have no fucking substance, you're lame, bro.
Full lame.
On God.
That's a fair. Yeah, that's fair. I can't argue that. But that's cool that you went and felt like you were like you belong. I think that's what you were trying to get off. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. Like let's get this off. Like for everybody. Did you really feel like it was a negative energy? Because that's the connotation that a lot of people think when they hear metalcore bands or metal, whatever, screamo, whatever you want to call it. They tend to see shit on the internet and they're like, oh no, that's fucking violent. But like, did it feel like that to you? Realistically, did you feel like fear?
Minus the-
Was there fear like of being there and having a good time?
Minus the headbutt back knee.
Yeah, besides that. 'Cause
that
like
was the best part, to be honest.
that happens though at shows like that.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
awesome.
exact time your cherry popped.
Yeah. I was like,
And then like another like to add on to like what you said, like you said you were feeling a type of way, something was up. I don't know whether it was bugging you or something, but like a lot of people don't know this, but like for bands, like that's a positive outlet to be out there playing.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for a crowd.
yes.
Cause like I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've said this, but like, if people like read the lyrics and understood the shit I wrote about, I can't just go in public and speak about that shit without getting looked at and be like, "You're fucking crazy."
Yeah. Yes. And then
I've
that's
heard he's
why.
crazy.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, it could get translated that way because of the lyrics that you have.
People have to understand the emotion behind it.
Exactly, and then that's why I wanted you guys on the podcast, because it's what you guys are doing is releasing this emotion and making it in an artistic way, right?
Right.
One of my favorite vocalists said something along the lines of, how's it go? Like, when I scream, nobody hears, or when I talk, nobody hears me, but when I scream, they all listen.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
is
I don't know what band said that, but I know what you're talking about.
that is Jesse.
Yeah.
From
That's the way I felt.
STYG.
That's the way I felt like when I write stuff. Because, like, when you have, I mean, I'm not going to say everybody's the same. Everybody's different. But, like when you deal with, like, mental health, or, like, you have some kind of problem, like, in your head, and you don't, like, know how to, like, articulate it in a way where people won't look at you crazy. When you do the crazy thing, like be a vocalist in a band for a metal band,
Yeah.
then everyone wants to know what you're saying. But if it's just like a conversation that we're having, people are like, "Oh, I don't fucking care."
Yeah. 100%.
It's so crazy that the world works like that.
Well, dude, it's because I think people they have this idea that, or the thought that it's violent, and it's, to me, it's like scary, bro, because I feel like if I'm gonna go fucking chase someone down, I'm gonna go fucking chop them up with my fucking chainsaw.
And I'm gonna listen to this music while
See, that's the shit I was talking about that people usually think from this kind of music.
But deeping, but actually listening to it, because that's what I try to do. I try to listen to music now. Well, I always have, right? Just deeper into it, and you're like really singing your heart out, bro. Because you're saying, "Oh man, fuck, dude, I forgot I have the lyrics. I have the lyrics in my phone, dude." It's because I was even listening to your music before coming up here.
Oh shit!
And I think it's You and I, the song, and. What is it? It's like whenever everything goes blank and it's just you singing. I might be wrong.
There's a part where I do that on that song. I don't know what part.
No, I don't know.
I don't want to fucking botch it and say the wrong shit.
No, fuck. I'm gonna have to do. Damn it, dude. Pedro,
Wait,
where
Eric,
the fuck are you, bro?
phone.
Find it on my phone.
Yeah, because his phone's recording.
Don't even worry. Don't even worry. I'll play. I'll add a clip of the song.
I mean that song is pretty like heartfelt, like lyrically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm bringing, because you could hear your pain and your or whatever the fuck you were going through.
What I'm trying to translate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can't do that playing covers.
No, of course not, because it's not you.
Exactly.
You can sing a heartfelt song that somebody else wrote, and that doesn't translate the same as your own emotions being like written on a piece of paper and then sang on a song.
Unless you're Whitney Houston.
Sure.
That bitch put it down, dog.
Who's that?
Whitney Houston?
Shut the fuck up.
I just know the name.
All you need to know is the name. Don't sing the song.
Go ahead, dude.
Nah.
Go.
Right.
Go. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You made me shy, fool. But getting that emotion out is fucking awesome, and I just want to give you guys your fucking flowers for reals, because having the courage to push your music out and still do it. Who has enough? Like, honestly, bro, because you guys must have been looked at as what you would say misfits, or look at these guys. These guys are nomás son los rockeros. You know, for the people who don't know what the fuck I said, like, these are just the rockers, and that normally means a negative context in most Mexican households, especially if you're first generation. I'm assuming you two are.
I am. I don't think Eric is.
I don't know what the hell I am.
His dad's from Texas. It don't count.
I'm Tejano.
Tejano?
Yeah.
And like some kind of like Indian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
but
you're,
it's not claimed, so I just say it.
You're American, bro. You're proper. You're
that's
proper.
my point.
Well, I am
Yeah.
too, but my parents are I am first generation. Like my parents are from Mexico.
I just know my bloodline. That's it.
But I do want to say something about what you brought up right now. About the Mexican parents or whatever, Hispanic parents thinking it's mistress. I actually have to disagree with you.
Oh, really?
Because my parents never gave me shit for it.
Oh, really? Nice.
They're very supportive.
So are my parents.
They were just
actually.
like happy
They
that...
love
Not even actually like they.
Huh?
Your parents love you?
Dude, my dad has
my parents
tattoos
are
of
fucking
compassion.
awesome.
Oh, that's so fucking. How's it going, guys? Sorry for interrupting your episode of Table Talk with Sal, but I have some important information right now. I just want to say thank you for listening to Table Talk with Sal. And if you're looking to upgrade your living situation with a customized rug, look no further. I have you. Well, Mud has you. Check them out. You could see their work in my podcast. Yeah, my logo in the background, that's actually a Tuft rug. I loved it so much, I had to get it off the ground and hang it up on the wall. The craftsmanship on this rug, it's nice. I love it. Big shout outs to Mud Rugs. Go check them out on Instagram. Get your own custom rug made, or they have some already pre-made, ready to ship. Use Table Talk with Sal code TTWS for a little special discount price. Check out that rug. Wow, that's a Tuft rug. All right. Back to the podcast. Thank you guys for listening.
For me, I mean, where I grew up, I mean, it was either just do stupid shit with your life or do something that keeps you away from stupid shit.
Yeah.
And music,
yeah.
and then finding this dude, like, back in '08, and, like, becoming friends was probably one of the best things that could have happened.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
That's sick.
But yeah, like, no, like, not every parent is a hater. Mexican parents, at least when you do metal.
Maybe
A lot of them are strict about it because of religious views. Because they think you're, like, worshiping the devil and shit. But, like, once your parents sit down with you, I mean, like, I'll be realistic. Like, I dealt with anxiety. I had forms of ADHD, so I was, like, on stuff. And, like, my only form to get away from that was to find something to, like, lay on. And music was that. And that helped me get away from being on Adderall. So I think my parents never looked at it in a negative form because I already had, like, so many issues growing up. In terms of, like, medical issues. Maybe that was why they didn't care, but I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't.
Well, they probably were just happy that you weren't doped up.
That's definitely what
Yeah.
it was.
Which is easy in our town.
Yeah,
It's easy to fall victim to some crazy shit and just like fall short in life.
Did you guys hear about that fucking theory that China is just waging war on us by drugging the youth with fentanyl and opioids?
I haven't heard it, but I could imagine that.
Right. And then the theory behind that is like, do you remember, or you wouldn't remember because you weren't alive, or you might have remembered in history class whenever they were teaching us about the Silk Road and stuff, and the British Empire went over there and they started introducing opium to the Chinese. And then they had like probably a decade of just dope heads over there. So
Never.
You never heard of that?
Never heard of that.
Yeah. So that's the story that the British Empire made a whole decade, a few generations of dope heads in China. So China is doing the same thing to the Western world.
Crazy. I didn't even know that, to be honest. I mean, I don't pay attention.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. But then again, you had Ronald Reagan fucking bringing coke in, for you know what I mean.
That is more believable.
Yeah.
Politics are corrupt, so fuck them.
Yeah, I know, dude. Why can't they just all fucking just listen to Dear Distance, bro?
No, don't do that. They just want to kill themselves. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's some sad boy music.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Slip my wrist.
Black
I mean,
Maya.
yo, wait till the new record. You might hear something that might make you cry.
Okay, we got a new record coming.
Yeah.
When?
When?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
So then it's not really happening.
No, it's happening. It's recorded. It's tracked. It's mixed and mastered. It's just release date. That's all it is. I can't give all the info out, but like what I can say and like what we kind of can share is expect like something in December in terms of, I don't know if it'll be music release or like an announcement for the record for when it's going to drop. But you can definitely expect new music within like the beginning of the year, and like you can expect like the record to completely manifest and be out by probably March.
By March.
Yeah, but like in terms of like, because everyone's asking the golden question is like, when's the new song gonna, like the singles, when do those drop?
Yeah.
We still got work to do before we do that shit. Meaning like music videos and who's gonna distribute it, and then
Okay.
and then same thing with like getting a lineup and for a possible like album release show or something.
Okay.
So there's a lot to give, but there's no take until we can make the announcement.
I hear that. I
Yeah.
hear that. So you're just being stingy with information.
No, I wish I was. I fucking wish I was, but
But you guys don't have any like hard dates set.
I mean,
You know,
I can.
the thing is we don't push this band like a business.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's not like we have this set like time frame where we're like, hey, let's drop it here because this is going to be more beneficial.
Yeah.
We don't run nothing like that. We
Okay.
do what we want to do.
It's like like he said, like we do what we want and we work with who we want, and naturally when we find the right people, like the selection, like we allow ourselves to talk to them and make something work that works between both of us, so we can push like our stuff correctly and drop it at the proper time. So yeah, like he said, like we do everything on our own and we do what we want to do type of thing, but at the same time, like we do have people that fuck with us and do help us a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that someone has fucked us over. It's just that's kind of just how we've always
Yeah.
ran it. We've had this outlook like,
Yeah, I think
this
there's
is us, dude. Like we don't have to follow in anybody else's footsteps. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's kind of
there's like an accumulation for like what people tell you should be doing, you know, like bands specifically, and it's like I don't like to be that guy, but like why am I gonna take advice from somebody that hasn't done anything?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that like to give information out, but the thing is like that's cool and I respect that, but like then they get pissed off because we don't take the thing, and it's not because we're hating on anybody. It's just like we have our own agenda of what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need everybody in our ear saying like, hey, you need to do this right now, or you need to do it right here, or like, oh, like this is going on. It's like, no, we're gonna do what the fuck we want to do. At the end of the day, whether that makes people happy or not, like it's what makes us happy is what counts more than anything. So
just relate to the music.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we want you to do. Relate to our music if you can, want, or need,
yeah,
and we'll just keep doing what we got to do.
100%.
Dude, I fuck with that so much.
Yeah,
Dude, we got off. We fell off the track so much. Right. So, so you guys were the beginning of the before band. What was it called?
Compassion.
Compassion. There was no compassion.
no, there was compassion. Chill.
But Compassion had compassion, but not enough dedicated lovers. Right.
Fair enough.
And so then that's why your heart was broken and you formed Dear Distance.
Well,
Holy shit, it's like a book.
I want to say that's why, but it's not.
This guy could write a book.
Dude, well, that's what I'm saying. His lyrics are crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, your writing is nice, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, man, it's more like, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Like, so the band broke up in 2014. We came back, we did a reunion show in 2015, and like the fire just wasn't there anymore. There'd been such a gap between us not hanging out. And like, not saying that I didn't fuck with him, because we've been friends even when we weren't in bands. Like, we were still hanging out and still being cool. I mean, he had a kid between that whole time, that whole breakaway and stuff. And like,
Nice.
he got his shit together, and good on him. I mean, that's what matters. Like, people got things going after the band. But now what kind of happened was in 2019, it was me and this guy, his son, and another friend of ours. Like, we went to like me and Ed's. And in 2019, I don't know what it was, but like I just brought it up to him when we were like having food, and I'm like, hey, like, what if we just like do one more show with Compassion, or let's try it? And he was on board at first, but then like it kind of just died. The conversation died out, I believe. And the summer came around, and I was jamming with my friend Michael and my friend Mark, and Mark had a home studio, so like all I had to do was write like drums and program them, and then bring that MIDI to his house, and then I could track guitars there. And I was like writing riffs and just kind of accumulating ideas. And then Michael, I think it was like towards the end of 2019, he was just like, dude, let's just start a fucking band. So this had nothing no longer to do with Compassion. It was really just me trying to like see what I could possibly do.
See what you could create.
Yeah, see what I can create, and like why not create it with people that I really fuck with.
Yeah.
So we started talking about potentially like starting a band, and then we went with my friend Ryan, and we tracked 2 songs, and COVID happened. So with COVID happening, it kind of is like it takes it's hard to be encouraged when like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it takes the momentum out of the
and
the
then
run.
like some of the members were like kind of dealing with things like personal things, so like we didn't have this crazy conversation for a while about the band. And then Erik kind of reignited it like in October of that year in 2020 and said like, yo, like I'm down to play guitar. And like my friend Mark just had like moved away, so like we didn't have a guitarist, so like he came back in, and just like after that we started forming the band. And we did Not What You Need, the first EP. And then like sure enough, fucking Michael quit. I'm not gonna mention the bassist's name, I don't care for him. He quit, and it was just me and him. And then like Calvin, I just called him on the phone. I'm like, hey, do you like want to drum for us? And 2 weeks prior to this conversation, I was like talking to him about coming and playing guitar for Dear Distance.
Okay.
So like for some reason it just was meant to be, him the drummer of the band. And sure enough, I hit him up. Then his brother plays bass, and our friend Andrew helps us out for a while. And like now we're here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Well, it just seems like you guys are just went like, excuse me, I don't want to like dumb it down or anything, or not, just typical band shit, right? Like whenever a real band is really being formed,
Yeah.
you have the main members, and then you cycle people out of the team.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, you guys want to make a product that actually has real passion in it.
100%.
Because I hear you guys, I hear your music, and it doesn't sound like, hey, I'm singing just so I can get paid. Here I am.
Yeah,
Yay,
no,
yay.
that's exactly what it is.
Right?
Can we put that on a track?
Oh, dude, don't worry.
Maybe.
I'll clip that, bro.
Sick. We'll
But-
do that as our intro. We'll slow mo it so it sounds like super demonic.
Ooh, little Uzi Vert.
I think I might write a book.
Nice. But my thing is just the passion. It does translate. It does translate through the audio. It does translate through the audio. Even through the audio files. Jesus Christ, boys. The new studio, thug. Jesus. Hopefully it doesn't get picked up. If the microphones could pick it up, I apologize.
Nah, you're good. We can run it. Let's run it.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, we're good. It'll just sound like background music or something, like a fucking TV series going on.
Oh, yeah.
Elevator music.
Elevator music. There you go.
Because we going up.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, for real though, we really are, boys. We really are. So, what is just screamo the only music you guys listen to, or do you guys have other type of musical interest?
Oh, we
funny
listen
you
to a lot
ask,
of
'cause
shit.
I listen to a bunch of shit. But
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, not that it's like in a playlist or any kind of sorts in my phone, but like growing up with my dad being like some kind of black belt fully into the Matrix, like he was into like rave.
The rave music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking.
Dude, he's like
dope.
60 and still listens to it.
Yeah, like house and electronic.
He
all the
listens
crazy.
to house.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
heavy.
I love
like
house.
heavy fucking like 808 style stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's not like some Datsik kind of guy, but like he'll go into like
He'll still
Darude
vibe.
for sure.
He'll still vibe. He'll still go hard. He'll still go ham.
He does that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
So
rad.
I mean, that kind of like is always in the back of my head. Like I could listen to it, not like I'd just be like, "Hey, dude, check this song out," but I listen to it at times,
right.
and then I mean, I get really bored and listen to country on drives.
You
It's not like I like it, but it's like
Yeah,
better
I
than
feel the
most
same way.
like, rap that's out right now. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I listen to rap too, though. I mean,
goddamn
I low
rippity
key
rap.
I listen to like a
I'm
lot
not
of stuff,
bashing rap, man.
but I don't like pay attention to like the artist.
That
Like I'll just put on something that sounds cool and like, oh, sick, but I like won't pay attention to it. That's fucked up to say, but like,
see,
it's
but
the
I don't
reality.
like modern day rap. Maybe I like just like hip hop, old school, like
Yeah.
funky stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool,
Like
cool.
the bricks.
The bricks?
No, not the bricks, but from the bricks, like
From the
you
bricks?
know, East Coast stuff.
Oh, okay.
Bangers.
Bangers.
I was about to say something like regulators, but that's from the West Coast.
That's cool
Right.
stuff though.
That's from the West
You can't go wrong with OG stuff.
No, you can't. So you don't like the new Ice Spice?
Fuck no.
I don't even know who that is.
It's some weird chick.
Don't ever disrespect little
Nah,
Icy.
you asked me a question and you're getting the honest opinion.
Nah, just fucking with you. Nah. But she's a. No, we'll talk over that. Yeah, whatever. Fucking music. Why do you think screamo hasn't got like mainstream attention? Like, do you think it deserves to be like
It actually
mainstream?
is growing.
It's actually bigger now, man.
Is
There's
it?
a
Yeah.
band right now that's nominated for a Grammy for
I
a
know who you're
release they
talking.
just
Let him
did.
know.
Who? Knock
Is it-
Loose?
Yeah.
Knock Loose
Knock
is
Loose. is
Knock
fucking
Loose?
Okay,
awesome.
this band is just stupid heavy, stupid
Yeah.
good, like right? But they're nominated for a Grammy on like their most recent release.
Yeah, they just did Coachella too.
No way.
And this is like very rare for a band of this style to do that type of stuff.
Holy
You
shit.
And, like,
imagine
and they're
Coachella
playing-
people, like getting bashed on.
Yeah, and they're playing.
No.
They're playing to like crowds, Coachella crowds that aren't used to this shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, good on them.
But just
Yeah.
the word Grammy,
Yeah,
it
That-
like encompasses like hardcore, deathcore, or any kind of metalcore screamo.
yeah, exactly.
Is kind of like nah, it's not underground anymore.
It almost like
Nice.
invigorates itself in the sense that like for like younger bands, for example, like it gives them hope
Yeah.
that they can make a living off this comfortably and not have to struggle.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people, like you were saying in the beginning, they just need to understand, to be a rock star, you don't need to be fucking, snorting up a pile of cocaine and fucking hookers and being in debt and then selling your soul to the devil.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
like what you could do is work your normal job and then go play fucking gigs at the bar. And
Yeah,
if you
just
want
build your
more,
way up.
yeah, everything takes time worth having,
Yeah, shout out to Knock Loose for fucking for where they're at today. I mean, not just them, Turnstile too.
Turnstile?
Turnstile is
dude,
like used to be
you
like the
should
sickest
listen to
hardcore band
Turnstile.
on the world, and like they're not hardcore no more. They're like a rock something band, but they're
They're
so
like-
good.
Really?
Alt, post, like
Yeah, they-
indie, some crazy stuff, dude. But it's so sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
but like,
Nice.
Like they're playing on like nightly shows.
yeah,
Oh.
they're killing it.
Turnstile, I like the alternative sounding music too. Just
Yeah.
'cause
You
I get
would
sometimes-
dig new Turnstile.
Yeah,
Nice. I'm gonna try that out, dude.
yeah, like people like in like the hardcore world. That's what we're gonna call it because that's the kind of band they were at one point. But like they were like big. So like when they got to finally elevate to like the next level, like everybody's been cool about it. They're one of the bands that blew up. Like that to me, that's blowing up. If you're playing Coachella and you're playing all those crazy things,
Yeah.
that's fair to say. But
Mm-hmm.
like they're one of the few bands that they get to that level and people are cool with it, and they don't call you a poser because you sold out.
Right.
Because you can't. It's like that band when they were the small band was the fucking sickest band in the world. So you got to give them their flowers, and you got to keep like the same energy at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. Especially if you're proven through the time. If you've been making your music
Yeah.
the same for years. Well,
I mean, they've been a band since like 2009 or 10.
With established members from
Oh.
other bands.
Yeah, like I think some of the members were like in a big in a band called Trapped in Their Eyes, which is like a big hardcore band too. So
That's like a staple in hardcore.
yeah, they're like the influencer band, like the band that like every hardcore band took something from because like they fucking killed it on every song, every release they did, and like they can
okay.
take 10 years off and come back and like still sell fucking shows out. And like even like for example, like the 15, 16-year-olds that were there, they'll be like in their 20s or a little older. They'll pull up and like there's kids that you didn't see 10, 12 years ago pulling up and knowing their stuff.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of cool.
Oh wow. So they're kind of like timeless music then, you would say.
Oh yeah, I mean, in every genre, there's a band that's like you just can't have enough of. I don't know, maybe that's a little weird to say, but I mean to me that's like the safest way to say it or explain it.
I would equate that to kind of be like kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, because my guilty pleasure listening to, I think it's timeless music, would be Clearwater Revival. Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Clearwater Revival.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's close.
I'm a little confused, but I know the name is somewhere in there.
Bad moons are rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. Proud Mary rolling.
There you go.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love that type of music. I feel like that's like generational like music because it's timeless. They also made that Fortunate song, the Fortunate Son song, like the one whenever you're in Vietnam and you have the fucking you're on the gunship and
I can't remember.
oh fuck.
Isn't it in Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, that song.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's.
Is that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm a little sorry. I'm a little like.
No, it's okay.
I'm a
It's
little
okay.
behind.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Nah, we shouldn't talk about war, huh?
No, let's
Nah,
keep it PG. The world's too sensitive.
If the U.S. government came up to the band and was like, "Hey, we want you guys to make a fucking album for the soldiers riding those Apaches, ready to drop some fucking bombs on those boys, those terrorists. Are you guys gonna make that CD? You guys gonna make that album? And if so, what's the first fucking chord?"
Fuck. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I feel like I couldn't do it.
All right. Well, we got your opinion, Eric.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of dark, but I mean,
Shh. I would do it.
you do it.
Hell yeah. My first lyric would be like, "Peace and love
But then the chord.
doesn't belong here."
Fuck. That's
I'm
the
just
song.
fucking.
That's the song.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you guys. Don't take me serious.
No,
right? This is
I'm
a
not
joke.
taking it serious. It's just like one of those things where like I'm not gonna say something just because
Yeah.
like I don't hate anybody and I don't fuck with war.
You don't hate nobody?
You can be whoever you want. I don't care.
Not even the little things that get stuck in between your teeth that you can't get out, like corn pieces? You don't even hate that?
I don't get shit like that stuck in my teeth. That's kind of crazy.
You don't eat corn?
No, but I don't get like the stuff stuck.
In between your teeth?
No.
You don't have no
It's-
gaps in between your teeth? Though?
No, I'm good.
He said,
He showed me his whole mouth.
So you're
Look
like-
at this.
No, I'm good.
Eric, what do you hate?
"What do I hate?"
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I don't know, man. Bad parenting.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
man.
Shit,
That took it a little bit far, but I mean,
Nah, I
just can't stand like seeing
You're a fucking
a
parent.
child like not being taken care of correctly, like regardless of like health disorder or anything like that. Like abandonment is a huge like disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking agree with you. I think a lot of a youth are being put aside, bro.
Yeah.
And they're being put aside by technology through tablets and shit.
Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm not gonna give my future kid a tablet? I'm gonna give my kid a fucking tablet, dude. Don't even worry about
Bro,
that.
it's the future. It's
Yeah.
hard not to.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that whenever my kid is trying to fucking talk to me, I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Timmy. Read the fucking tablet. You know, I'm not
Right.
gonna toss it. I'm gonna listen to them, at least. So then you must have a lot of like thoughts about what's going on, like in schools and
All the time.
shit like that. How, as a parent, do you like counteract or have a voice in like your kid's education or in for reals? Because it feels like
I just openly listen. If he's talking, I'm listening.
okay.
That's it. Like, it's his life, but obviously I'm going to steer him in the right direction.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's the number one thing that people forget is you need to listen.
Yeah.
People don't listen. People
Just have some
put-
guidance.
people
Mhm.
put things off because they don't want to listen, because they don't want to hear things that they're not comfortable with, or things that don't suit their needs. You know, like people get disappointed in people for the wrong reasons. But like he said, like the number one thing, I think, I'm not a parent, but like I think the number one thing should be listening to your kids. paying attention. You know, every detail matters. At the end of the day.
Selfishness is sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck being a selfish fucking parent or a selfish person in general. Like, it's no different than like when somebody in your life is going through something. Like, sometimes just listening to what that person is going through, like, will help them get through what they're going through. And because certain people are so fucking selfish, they just like say, "Nah, you deal with it." Like, that's not cool.
Well, I wish more people were like you guys, because a lot of people are like,
Thank you.
like, get the fuck over it. Wait, get the fuck over it.
Nah.
Grow up. You know.
I think for what it's worth and like what we've been to, like, we can't be like that. And I think we were raised right. I think our parents did like what they had to do. My parents like taught me a specific way of being, and that's what I'm gonna be.
That's good.
Yeah. So
I'm glad that you have some moral structure to you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people lack that. You know, and it's not talking shit about people. It's just an observation that I've been having about what's going on in like our community or just in the world. It seems like people are really flippy floppy about things, and I think that whenever you really press them on an issue, they really just are just like, and I'm not like not an issue about.
like you're not knocking anybody. You're just it's what you see. It's what you analyze.
Right, and then the thing is like whenever you like you start testing people's character,
Yeah.
like how much integrity do you really have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of people are faulty.
No, 100%. Me and him talk about this shit all the time.
And this is like kind of like a problem that I've been having. How much trust can I actually give somebody, right? Just because of the things that have happened to me. Now, I trust somebody and they fuck up an assignment. They don't hit a deadline. Do I let that dictate the rest of my relationship with him, or do I give it a like, okay, 1 is cool, 2 it's on, 1 is Buck, you're bad, 2 is my bad, and 3 is like no go, right? But there's certain people that we let that happen to us.
Yeah.
We get faulted so many times.
I'll say this because I've had experience with people like that.
Right.
Like being the guy getting blamed for everything.
Right.
If you don't check somebody for bad habits, they'll keep making bad habits out of everything and blaming it on you at the end of the day. That's the reality of things. Like, also, like, again, sometimes being a good person isn't enough for certain people. And they just want to be, like, crybabies about everything. And I think, realistically, like, you kind of hit it, like, on the board. Like, you have to check people. Because bad habits do exist, and we know it. We know a lot of people that are like that. They just don't know how to not be wrong. They're always correct. I'm sorry I'm late, but this is what happened.
Always an excuse.
An excuse, yeah.
Jesus, bro. Excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's not trying to make myself sound like Sal's the greatest.
Like you're perfect.
I'm far from it. But I have enough like integrity to tell you I fucked up. I'll try my best to fix it. And and this is something that I've been recently doing within my self-analysis.
Right.
I actually see the repercussion or the cause of my action, and I play it through. Like,
Interesting.
Like, okay, I reacted this way. This happened and this made that person do this. And the old side would be like, fuck, okay, I take fault for that. Okay, my bad, I fucked them up that way.
Yeah.
And I would just leave it. It would go. But now it's like, I did that, now they're doing this. Now because they're doing this, they're led to that. And I'm like, fuck, I might have fucked this person up for the rest of their fucking life.
It's not always your fault, though.
That's the
Right?
thing is, man. I think
Some
the number one
people
thing.
are just themselves.
Some
And
people
that's
just can't be
in them.
accountable.
Right.
Accountability is a bitch.
Yeah.
We've
And
had
nobody
our,
wants to take that anymore.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Only the person who's willing to like let it go and end it is gonna take that. 90% of the time, the person that becomes accountable for something that had nothing to do with them in the first
Talk
place.
about lost morals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly. Man, isn't it crazy that just what is it? It's a progression and the degression. It seems like we're degressing in like the social. I don't know. Maybe it was always here, but because I was younger, I didn't see like all the real debauchery
Oh my
of
god.
what really is fucking going on and all the dogma, right?
Right.
That's getting shoved in our faces.
I think it's just us getting older. We realize like we're seeing what our parents saw when we were kids.
Yeah. Holy
Like
shit.
we thought we were fucking angels, and then you get older and you're like, dude, the world is pretty fucked.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
But it has gotten worse, in my opinion.
It's scary.
It's scary. That's
Yeah, it
the
really is
one
scary,
thing. It's
'cause,
scary.
like, think about it on the other side. Like my spectrum is like, I'm bringing a son into the world in the next couple weeks, and like, what's he gonna deal with when he's like 15?
Yeah, like we already dealt with what we dealt with
Yeah.
as 15-year-olds or as teenagers and children.
Dog, you know how I know that the youth is fucked, dog?
Hmm.
Because they have weed pens, bro. The dab rigs, the penaroos. Dog, you have high schoolers or middle schoolers bringing those little penaroos and ripping it in school, bruh.
It's crazy.
Can't even smell them.
You
Under the radar.
Yeah, dude. Like if I had that shit whenever I was God bless, whenever I was in high school, it was just like the G pins were barely introduced in such a basic model of a dab pin, but just seeing that is just like, holy shit, what's really going on, dude? What's really going on, dude?
Hey, you never know. Somebody else's agenda.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to jump? No. We're not gonna go down the rabbit hole.
No, let's not go down.
No.
Let's be fair to everybody and keep out of those conversations.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair. That's fair. I do love music though. Did you guys go to school for music at all?
Nah.
I mean, self-taught. He's self-taught.
Yeah.
No way. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, if you ask me a letter chord that I play, I could tell you I don't give a fuck, and I don't really know.
Same.
What?
You can't ask me what the fucking letters and tuning are either.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
just for the tuning we play in and stuff like that. But like if you said, hey, what's standard tuning? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're not.
Ask me because you're gonna get a blank stare.
Yeah, we're not educated musically at all. I'm not, at least. Neither.
You
The
know
only
what?
one educated is Calvin, but Calvin realistically did push himself.
Yeah, he pushed himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
But
he was a drummer.
You know
in,
what's
like,
a
drum line.
real big drive for, I want to say, both me and him is emotion.
Emotion.
Emotion. Just raw
Yeah.
emotion. Like, you
Yeah.
put it out on a track, like, this chord makes me feel this certain way with this, and this written in this fucking sense. Like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is what you're getting. You're getting raw fucking me and Rowdy.
You ain't getting no fucking facade. No fake pretend like we did this and did that.
Oh, dude, that shit. I love that shit, dude.
Yeah, everything is like heartfelt.
Maybe that's why you felt
100%.
it, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Organically written music.
yeah, dude. Like, I don't know, bro, but every time I just listen to some music that somebody actually fucking wrote and like had pain, like, dude, sometimes you could feel like the tears running down somebody's fucking face while writing down a song, you know? People have that power to translate that through like writing, and then you're doing it through writing and your voice. That shit, I don't know, bro. I that's crazy. That's
He still writes in books
Yeah.
for his lyrics.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, he'll sit there and figure shit out, whatever he has to get off his chest. But it's like physical. It's not like, I mean,
It's not just something I wrote because I felt like writing it.
I'm gonna go
Usually-
reword this because it didn't sound
Yeah.
cool or some shit.
No, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I'm trying to become with my jokes. Because
Right.
my jokes are kind of elementary,
Okay.
you know. So now I'm changing it up. I'm changing words out, and I'm trying to make it sound better. Look at the word economy.
You just want to be happy about what you write. Like you don't want to just be like, oh, like this is cool, but like it could be better.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to have like a better passion and it actually use proper English.
Okay.
But sometimes it's hard with comedy, bruh.
Yeah.
Sometimes in comedy you got to use some slang. And
I get a lot of shit for how I write. They're like, "Oh, you fucking educated ass." I'm like, no,
That's why I like your music.
Hold up, though. I have to say that. I do have to say this. For every person that said, like, why do you use, like, big words and why do you use this? I'm like, look, dude, my thing is I don't want to sound like an idiot. That's just my thing. I like a lot of bands that don't write and articulate in terms of how they use words, but I like their music and I like what they say. Just because I do something a certain way doesn't mean I'm expecting you to do the same thing. Do your thing at your level, at your way, however you want to fit and sit.
Yeah.
Do your thing your way.
He's practically just saying if you're dense, just stay dense.
No. That's definitely not what I'm saying.
This guy said it's a knee slapper, bro.
Oh my god.
He goes,
all I'm saying is
I just
like,
kidding.
no, but all I'm saying is like everyone's like allowed to be who they want to be, write how they want to write. But I'm not trying to sound like a smart guy. This is just how I articulate when I write words. Because I used to do poetry. All my stuff comes from poetry that I wrote during high school.
Hell yeah, boy.
So when you can write poetry, I'm not gonna lie, I was like a super Tumblr kid.
Tumblr?
I used to get like I would get photos from like the internet and like save them, and then like I would write a poem on them, and then post it on Tumblr.
Oh, that's
how I used to save all my stuff.
So cool.
Yeah, so like when we were doing bands, I had lines in those poems, or I'd have a whole poem, and that whole poem would translate and create a song.
Did you ever feel like whenever you were doing that and then you're putting out your content in the way that you are, like you're like, oh fuck, dude, like I don't know if I should release this.
It's gonna end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, I had so my outlet for not tripping about that stuff or like being worried about it was my friend Yvette. She was like a really good she's a really good poet too. And she would send me all her stuff, and like, I'm like, fuck, your stuff's so much cooler than mine.
Oh, okay.
But like, she would read my shit. She's like, if you feel like that, you should put that into your music. Because like, we were doing a record when I was really getting deeper into poetry. So like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'll take the 9 or 10 poems I like the most. I'll come up with a title for the record, and somehow that will all tie in with the record name. So there is substance behind it. It's not just a bunch of shit compiled into a record.
Yeah, I didn't think whenever I was listening or reading over your music, I didn't think it was just like
lines after line
like
after
yeah
line.
I didn't think that you guys were like you freestyled it. Maybe
No,
like
no.
maybe like whenever you were singing it, you kind of like got the chords down. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Like whenever you're like, this word sounds better whenever I strike it, like right here.
Right. Like have a cadence.
Yeah,
for
a
it.
cadence. Right. Yeah. Thank you for that. And building that cadence and that tone for the song, with I don't know what the fucking word I'm trying to look for, but in perfect parallel with the lyrics.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Like I think one thing too though, like for me specifically, is like when I write lyrics for a song, I have to get into like a characteristic view. So I can pull off like the emotional side of it. Like meaning like if I have to think about like what I went through when I wrote that song or those lyrics, like I'll get into those like really fucked up dark thoughts just to make sure it comes out and it's like actually like portrayed for what it's supposed to be and not just a bunch of words, which I think a lot of people don't do it nowadays. They just write stuff and that's it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That is background music.
Yeah, beautiful background music.
Elevator music.
Yeah.
I was ready to go.
Yeah. Honestly.
I'm a flow on that.
Yeah. What can you see? Can you reach over and see how much time we have on the thing? I wouldn't want to pull it too much.
You might have to get
On
on
this,
this.
Here, I'll get up. How you guys liking the podcast?
That's fun.
It's great, dude.
We're in at an hour. Do you guys a cool hour? You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Whatever you like, man.
Yeah. Ask
I like
ask
this.
away and we'll just keep going. Yeah, it's fine.
It's not, because it's gonna sound like shit.
Stop.
Quality, bro. It's all about quality. But this is the first time where I'm recording a first new podcast studio right here. So we're working on it, team. So we're working on it.
Right.
So Dear Distance, we have 3 members.
Yes.
John, Eric, Chris,
Fuck you. Jose,
Jose,
Eric, Calvin.
Jose.
I'm kidding. I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay. I deserved it.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's because I didn't want to call you Juan, bro, because I didn't want to seem
That
racist.
would have been funny. You should have.
I would have accepted that more.
Oh my god. That
John,
John.
It's technically the same thing, right?
Right.
John, Juan.
One.
Hey, you caught that joke though.
That was funny.
Awesome. Oh shit. You guys have anything you guys want to say to tell to the people, bro?
Eric, you start. I don't know what to say.
You could start with the record.
Oh yeah. For anybody who fucks with us and like likes what we do and wants to come out and just be a part of what we're doing, basically just follow us on social media. At Dear Distance on Instagram, same thing on Facebook. We have a new record coming out pretty soon. More details will unfold as the year progresses. We have a show coming up Friday, November 24th. I think it's Black Friday. It's at Jerry's Pizza. Come hang out. Come, show some love. And then we have a Toy for Tots show on the 2nd of December, which is a Saturday at the Fulton Mall in Fresno. I don't know what the price is. I don't know what the price for any of these things are, but if you're in the area, definitely come hang out.
They're good causes.
Good causes, good people, good hangs. Realistically, just look forward to the record. Hopefully, look forward to seeing us play in our hometown more. I think that's ideally like something we would love to do. And I wish there was a couple things I could talk about, but like we can't. There's certain things we just can't talk about yet. But 2024 is gonna be fucking sick, and Eric can agree with me 100%. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be a good
We're
time.
gonna sandbag for a while, but trust.
Nah. I do trust. I feel like there's some fire inside you boys, and I had to have you guys on the podcast. You know, everyone cool comes on my podcast first, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, boys. Well, everyone listening, man, hey, thank you for fucking listening. This is another awesome segment of Table Talk with Sal. And I'm your host, Sal. And this was Dear Distance.
Table Talk with Sal, bro.
Thank you. Thanks, Sal, for having us. We appreciate it, man.
Woo! Love you guys, dude. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.